right. Okay, I forgot what we do. Yeah, podcast, innit? How's it going, mate? How's it going?
Long time no see.
I see you started talking slower already.
In my head, as I said that, I clocked myself talking quick.
And then you slowed yourself down.
I noticed on the last one, I was talking about the critique and I slowed down. And then, I don't know if it's like passionate about talking about footy or whatever.
And then you just went
full, like it was worse than ever. Towards the end, it was just...
It's exciting, though. It was exciting again, I'm telling you.
The game.
You do. All right, well, welcome to this week's episode of Monday Night Footy from Mulligan's.
Week 3.
Me, Gary Adair, my friend Anthony Packwood.
Yeah.
Sponsored by OVO Vodka. Do you want to do your spiel? How good is it this week?
My spiel? Well, it doesn't need to be said. It's known as the smoothest vodka on the planet to help save the planet, allowing people to drink for a higher purpose, Gareth. So, yeah, it's in full light. Enjoy, and thank you again.
How many bottles come out the ocean for every bottle bought?
12. Removed, physically removed. Cars full of them.
It's quite a lot. I'll be down there, the waterfront, in a couple of weeks. I'll say I'm coming and not come. Well, anyway, cheers, mate.
Cheers, man.
Got a couple of points for you as well.
Hey, who won the last one? Or have I just jumped ahead of stuff?
What are we talking about? Predictions. We'll get to it in a minute. It's not important.
People are grafting.
It's not important. We'll get to that in a minute. A couple of things for you.
Yeah.
2 weeks. 2 weeks have gone by. And these are the things I want to talk about. I have a suggestions. FA Cup.
Yeah.
That Millwall goalie, what's his name? Liam Roberts.
Yeah.
3 extra games ban. So he got a 6-game ban. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Do you reckon he's meant it?
I don't think he's meant it because his eyes are closed, but you can't do that.
No.
Like, it's more the precedent that you set. Like, everyone's seen it clear as day. He's done it, when he's done it in real time, it looked bad. But nowadays, you rewind everything so many times that it just looks worse. And you can make anything look bad. You can make anything look offside. Like, the way the cameras are moving, yeah, it does look shocking. But would I have extended it? I don't know. Because they give him 3, and it was like sound, aggressive play. What was the terminology that they used?
Not sure.
It was the terminology where it fell into. It fell in a separate category.
Violent.
Yeah, it wasn't violent. It was violent, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I think intent is the big thing in that one. So I would have kept it at 3, but I get it because it was so different. All of a sudden, all the other tackles that get the 3-match ban, this one does stand out. So it's a bit of an outlier. So
You're trying to be nice in case the Millwall fan sees you on the street.
Which one? Over there?
I know, yeah, there's not many, is there? All right, okay.
I've never met him.
Villa favourites for this now, or is it still City? Because they're the only 2 sort of big hitters left without getting myself in trouble too much.
For what? FA Cup?
FA Cup.
It wouldn't surprise me if they left with something this season. I don't want them to finish 4th. I thought they would, but then that game at the weekend against Forest, like if you're not, like, come on. Like, I'm not dismissing Forest, but if you're Pep Guardiola and you look at their starting 11 and they've had riddled with injuries and all this stuff, no, you're not getting at it on that. You're just not playing well. The lads don't seem to want it.
Yeah.
And there's a few teams, which I'll get into when we go into individually, but I think they're just not. Tottenham and Leicester, I'm going to slate. But yeah,
I'm excited for that because I've got nothing on Leicester. But I will say this one, talking about Pep,
yeah.
More worried about what he's wearing on the touchline. He's got his big Chuck Taylors on this week, or...
Did he?
Yeah. So I don't know that was my next line. It was manager rig-outs. So you had Pep with his Chuck Taylors on, like, and his absolute skinny, whatever he had, combat pants on or some sort of...
Chuck Taylor?
Converse.
I just like a home. Look, this is my going out gear. It's my steak night
Look
stuff.
like you've just been fishing through the lost property in school. And then Amarim has gone hoodie. He's gone hoodie, grey kecks, proper white crispy white trainers, and then he had a vest on with his hoodie. A little bit more, yeah. I do like. I mean, biased, but I do like Arne Slot with the little, black zip up, like a next number or whatever it is he's got. Yeah,
professional.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, you like the hair.
But I also like the trackies as well. But yeah, man after my own heart.
And Soft Lad did I always get his bloody name wrong. Tottenham.
He went dressed down this week, didn't he, as well? Yeah,
he had it. Divorced.
Yeah,
he's back on the market.
He's had a few days on
some extra gel in the hair. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I didn't notice him. I was too busy looking at the content of the game, me. For this, revising.
I've got bits about that. I've got bits.
We'll see.
Stuff written down.
We'll see.
And then the last thing before we get onto the games is Summer Series has just been announced over here. You lot are playing Bournemouth. Man United are playing West Ham. July 26th at MetLife.
Yeah. Is that it? The only 4?
Yeah. They're playing here. They're playing in Chicago, and then they're playing in Atlanta. You going to go?
Yeah, of course.
Like, I might even go if the weather's nice and that.
I'm not excited for it. Like, it's a good excuse to see them, but like, it's not going to be a game.
Yeah. Let's be honest, you're going to somehow blag yourself onto the pitch, aren't you? Somehow. If you're allowed out.
Happily, yeah.
The last thing, can we talk about the Prego Expo? Is that what you went to?
Everyone knows what everyone was there. Everyone saw. You weren't there.
No, I didn't fancy it.
That's on you.
Thanks, mate.
That's on you.
Didn't want to go.
There was a bar. Don't ask me what I drank. But Prego Expo. For those that care, I I'm due first baby daughter on April 7th. So my beloved asked me to go to the Prego Expo. That's not a Scouse. That's what it was called. It was based in Manhattan, Prego Expo 2025.
What was it?
Just literally full of people selling you stuff. They just wanted your email address to get a 7.5% promo code. And then if you showed any interest in buying, they got you in a headlock with like a diaper. It was mad. It was aggressive. And as a natural sales guy, I felt intimidated. But yeah,
That's saying something as well.
That's enough. Yeah.
That is saying a lot. All right, anyway. Rig out, FA Cup. Footy. Okay, first one.
Yeah.
On the clock. Forest 1, City 0. Do you want to go first or can I go first?
You go first.
I'll go first. I made that
Do
sound.
more than a minute today, by the way, just getting ahead of that.
No, to be fair,
I've got things
City,
to say.
if City got a style of play, now, they have got a style of play, but are they coming away from this death by 1,000 cuts, what it used to be like? Or because I look at the players they've got, you look at the two wingers, you've got Doku and the other lad, and then you've got Haaland up front who are just runners. Is that part of the game now? Is that what they're doing? It used to just be...
What are they doing in your mind? Like when you watch that game, I watched the full 90 minutes. What are they doing? Because...
They're just getting it, trying to go as far as they can and then try and knock it a little bit and just don't really knock it. But then when you compare it to Forest, and I know you're going to go in a sec as well, with 15 seconds left.
Well over.
Yeah. Forest are just more of a team. Got Chris Wood up front, who, again, and I'm probably going to get torched for this, is a bit of a donkey. Like, have you ever... He's got a touch like a trampoline, but anything in the 6-yard box.
I'm going to post a clip on Instagram to show that isn't true. Because I have never liked Chris Wood. I don't think he's a Burnley striker in Forest clothing. He's playing in a very Chris Wood-friendly system, right, with these speeds to either side of him. But he brought a ball down from the air at the sideline on Saturday, and my jaw dropped. I was like, where the hell...
Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah. Listen, I don't rate the lad, but he's banging them in. He's playing in the right system, and you've seen that before where players fall into with the right coach and they go, all right, cool, and they get a bit of confidence and the team gets momentum. You've seen it loads of times, and then if he goes somewhere else, I guarantee it'll be back to the Chris Wood at Newcastle, where he just looks lost, slow, turns like the Titanic, but he's playing football, and I'll put that clip up, I swear to God, because I was like, get lost.
All right, okay. I'm all in on it.
On City, there's nothing going on. It's not nice to watch. It's not good football. And then you look at that starting lineup, and they're just star-studded still. It's just millions and millions and millions of dollars of players at every single position. The lads they've brought in, what's the striker called? The lad they just bought, who banged them in the other day.
Oh, Marmoush.
Looks class. Looks brilliant. Doku looked threatening. Savinho as the odd good game. I don't remember Haaland touching the ball on Saturday. It is mad to watch, but I love it. I thought they'd get fourth. I don't think they will now. I think Chelsea is starting to ramp a little bit.
I said Forest would drop out the other week. I feel bad. I feel like he might stay.
Yeah, that was
all right. That was about an hour. So for 1 minute for the next one. Brighton 2, Fulham 1. A nice game of football.
Class. Really, really good game to watch. It's just two good teams, two good managers. There isn't stars. You're not pointing at one player in particular, but you're looking at them going, oh, he can play. That conveyor belt that Brighton and Bournemouth have got, where they're just going, who have we lost? Oh, no worries. Bam. Here's this lad you've never heard from South America, who's class. They brought some lad off the bench before. I don't know his name, but I've never seen him before. Came on, he was absolutely fantastic. Bought him for, and you never remember how much they buy them for, because it's never like, it's very rarely a big signing, but they're just such a good team. Such a good team.
It's got 20 seconds, you know.
That was sound good.
All right.
Milk the City stuff.
Fair enough. All right. Palace nicked another one again, 1-0, Ipswich.
Feel our ass on Ipswich.
I do feel bad, but like I said last week or whenever it was, 2 weeks ago, they just haven't got the players. They've got, they've bought some play, but like they've got Sam Morsey playing in midfield. And I'm not saying he's a bad player, but he was playing for Wigan 2 years ago. Yeah. 3 years ago.
They've got an all right spine, but then nothing after that. Like where they haven't got a player, the lad next to him, you have got no idea where he's from. Like they got that lad from West Brom, the keeper Palmer. He looks brilliant. Yeah. He's English.
Not sure.
He was brilliant.
Should know.
Why?
Don't know. Because it's a footy, isn't it? Because it's a footy podcast.
Who the West Brom keeper was, no offence, Al. But they nicked him in January and he looks brilliant. I like that O'Shea, who they also nicked from West Brom. Dada O'Shea. They get him from West Brom? Or was he somewhere before that?
Again.
No.
West Brom trivia.
Yeah,
it's not me thing.
Because of him, because of me mate. I'm unholding. I like to put a bet on West Brom losing every single week. Because just out of bitterness, little fiver, not mega bucks. But yeah, so I know too much about West Brom. But they've got some young players that if they go back down, they're going to, and they hold on to them, they'll come straight back up. But yeah, Palace did it. But then them on the other side, there's how many English internationals? Henderson, Yay at the back, Wharton in midfield, Eze, and there was another one. Oh, yeah, Chilwell, left back. So you look at that, there's 5 England internationals if Chilwell gets a game.
They're not a terrible team.
So Yeah, so everyone's going, oh, look at them, they're doing great. Are they? Or are they just doing what they should be doing with the players they've got?
Top half of Palace, maybe.
And they started shot.
Depending on if it's close there, though, isn't it, as well? All right.
Big fella's injured.
All right, big game. Liverpool 3, Southampton 1. Were you laughing at half time?
Yes, I voiced my opinion.
They were crap.
Yeah.
They were, though. They were.
No, they were
It's
shocking.
one of those games where you look back and go, okay, that's what potential champions do. They just win games, and 2 pens as well.
So calm. And at every point when you go behind, you never look flustered. You never look like the pressure of the stadium's getting on you. You just look like, all right, cool, they scored, well played.
And I had a game on Saturday, so I wasn't watching it, and seen it was 1-0 at half time.
Playing, hopefully.
Oh wait, my legs have gone. Exactly. You're like, okay, it'll be all right. And then sure enough, 10 minutes later, you look back, he scored 2 in 3 minutes or 2 in 2 minutes or whatever it is.
More.
And that absolute mad dog's running amok again, Nunez.
Running amok.
He is. Come on, he caused murder against PSG in the week. He really did. And he caused murder again. And he's mad, isn't he? He just like runs... And
You're not going to hear me compliment him.
No, I know you're not.
Anyone could score playing that Liverpool team.
But he's done enough things to sort of put him on the back foot. No, I'm just saying, over the past 2 seasons, like he missed a chance at Everton last season. He's missed chance after chance. There was a compilation the other day going, I seen it, goes, can't believe this is the same player that's missed all these chances.
Are you saying he's had 2 games?
Listen, he's done all right, hasn't he? You've got to give credit where credit's due. He's come in, all right, he's getting slagged, even by me.
Yeah.
And he's an absolute bomb scare. But you look at the Brentford game, he's done all right. PSG made a difference, albeit just smashing into people. And then same thing on Saturday, so can't knock him. If we didn't have him, there'd be games we wouldn't have won this season.
Ooh. I don't agree with that.
Ooh, all right. Well,
I think if you had him,
time's up.
No, it's not. If Jota had been fit, or you had, I don't rate him at all. I think he'll be. When he came in, he had that like Suarez aggression about him. You know what I mean? But he just hasn't got the quality to back it up. The one thing Arne Slot doesn't care about making subs. Half time, playing crap, 3 on, 3 off.
Yeah, we did it first game of the season, didn't he?
Yeah,
took centre half.
And those changes changed the game, and the players don't seem to react. Obviously, they might be kicking off in the dressing room, but Harvey Elliott came on and they press and they press and they press. Doesn't matter what the score is, they press. So, yeah, hate to compliment it. Going to get slated by one person in particular, Rachel McLean, for complimenting you so much. But you're watching it, and even when you go behind, I'll send a little bit of it. But I knew there was no threat.
Brilliant. Okay, Brentford 0, Villa 1.
Yeah, decent game. Brentford were unlucky. A couple of goals disallowed. They were offside. Villa looked the better team on the day. Ollie Watkins looked like he had a chip on his shoulder. They booed him every time he came. And I think that's mad. I remember us doing that to Torres one time. I went to watch Everton Liverpool and we were booing Torres and slating him. And just players like that. Strikers.
Even with the England thing as well, you'd wonder why they're doing it.
Yeah.
Brentford is supposed to be a little family club.
Yeah, they booed him and he didn't celebrate when he scored. But yeah, that was a game of fury.
All right. The mighty Wolverhampton Wanderers against Everton.
Honestly, I'm not going to waste your time on this. This was shocking.
1-1. Jack Harrison scored, finally.
First goal of the season, deflection. We were the better team, if that's anything to shout about, when the other teams were 17th. But football's still better. The goal was annoying because it was towards the end of the first half and Brantwaite stuck a leg out and just missed it. Beto missed an absolute sitter. That's 2 bad games from him now. I don't think he's the answer. But he's been good in the circumstance because we literally have no one else. I didn't expect him to score as many as he had. He has, yeah, good. But it's kind of like auto drive now. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like...
Must be nice, though, this part of the season to have, and I'm not even trying to sound like a knob, have 33 points.
Yeah.
And be how many points clear of the... 16 points clear of the... Because Ipswich have got 17.
17, we've got 33.
Yeah, so you're 16 points clear of the relegation.
And we're 10.
With 9 games
ahead of Wolves. So yeah, it's nice knowing you're going into the next season with the stadium and everything, and people are all the chatter is about next year now. So it's really nice. And the football's still good. And the injuries we've got are mad. End of stories.
Chelsea 1, Leicester 0.
Leicester, they just don't care. They just don't. Like, there was one, I think it was the Chelsea goal where the left back who looks Leicester left back, come back to me. Yeah. He's flying up and he has a shot and he's gone all the way up to attack, crosses the ball in and goes behind the goal and sits on the stands at the back and he's like waving at the referee. And I was like, I noticed, and there was no one sprinting back for Leicester. And Chelsea are a fast breaking team. They weren't particularly breaking fast. And then they'll get back now. They'll get back now. They just didn't seem asked. Ipswich still want to be here. I've always had a soft spot for Leicester. Yeah, they're not bothered.
Not asked. All right, this one.
Chelsea don't look good, though. They do not look good considering that team. They don't look threatening. Palmer missed the pen, didn't he?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and he's not bothered. His confidence ain't gonna. He still shoots and suits, which I like about the lad.
Did they drop out the top 6 or did they finish 6th?
I know. I think they're getting a bit. I think they're going to sneak 4th. I've just got it in my head. I don't know why.
I said Forest will go. I think Chelsea will end up 5th.
The way Man City looked and the way Chelsea looked, I could see more coming from Chelsea.
All right. Tottenham 2, Bournemouth 2. I'll have a dig at this one before you unload. Bournemouth counter-attacks, frightening. They're ridiculous. But
See the goal that got disallowed?
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. Did you see? But on the same breath as well, I'd be dead frustrated if I was a Spurs fan. Did you see the build-out for the penalty before they got the pen? Whoever's playing centre-back has just fizzed the ball in through players into a winger, gone inside, out, into Son, and he's gone round the keeper. I mean, he's played for it, but he's got it. But that build-out is so quick and so sharp. And you're like, well, why can't you just do that every day? And then you got Ange there with his, he looked like a stoner with that jumper on. It didn't fit him properly, like when they wear those baggy jumpers, lads wear baggy jumpers.
Like the dads are us. He was ready.
Yeah.
He was ready.
He'd been to B&Q before he went there, because he needed something.
Tottenham don't fight. There's no fight in that team.
No, that's it, isn't it?
There's no nothing. And again, you look at the Chelsea team when they're listed, and you look at the Crystal Palace team, and then the Tottenham team. And they were 3 teams where I'm just like, when was this all right to play so badly, considering where you are in the league, and the players you've got and the money you've spent? And then no one really talks about the impact that Harry Kane. No one talks about Harry Kane. Since he's left, they've been crap. But and now he linked the play, and now Son doesn't look like the same player at all. And that pen, Kepa comes out. What the hell is he doing?
Yeah.
See how far away he was from the goal? Yeah. But no, you need to, Liverpool more than anyone, need to raid that Bournemouth team. Clivert, get rid of Nunes, get Clivert.
The left back.
He is a different gravy.
Yeah.
See that, the cross for the goal? Mad. And then who's the centre half? Holson, the blonde kid who looks 17.
Yeah, he looks like Gareth off The Office, kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Hyson, something like that.
He is class. So if you nick them 3, you're set.
Tottenham's a mad one as well. I know we've gone well over, but Tottenham's a mad one. You know the same amount of points as yous, or maybe a point more?
No, I think more, yeah.
Plus 14 goal difference. So everyone else around is like, yous have got minus, I don't know what you are, minus 10 or something. United minus 5. Spurs plus 14. But they are where they are. They've lost 14 games, won 4. They've hardly drawn anything, so it's like this or this. It's crazy. That was one of the only draws they've had.
That that scored is shocking, and that wasn't. That was.
He's not seen him come out
all day.
Yeah,
he falls.
He's just his head's down. He didn't even look up to see where the keeper was. Anyway,
they stole that.
Man United won, Arsenal won.
United wanted it more. United wanted
they held the look in the second half. They rode the look in the second half. United, Arsenal, they had chances, but Arsenal, there was times in the second half where Arsenal were on them and on them and on them. They were hanging on a little bit, but they did enough. I was made up, obviously.
Those 3 saves from Reyes.
Oh, the one with his foot.
Yeah.
And he's come down. That's a good save.
He did 3 saves. You're like, they're irrational in Arsenal.
Declan Rice cheering tackles. Where's your mind on that one? He's put a challenge in, won the ball and jumped up and give it the big lick. You like that?
Yeah. He was seeing celebrations. Everyone calm down.
Yeah. You
can't do that when you've just shit the bed for the league. You haven't been by a striker in January. Everyone's talking about you. The memes, the Arsenal memes. The Arsenal and the Nunes memes are my favourite. I'll leave Nunes there now.
Bruno Fernandes. The only thing I'd say about him, right, is I'm so glad he didn't play for them in the 90s, because his hatred level would be higher than Gary Neville, I think, to me. But he's good, he's so effective, his free kicks are unbelievable. Yeah. And I'm just very happy that
do you reckon he'll stay?
He's in that. Depends what happens.
Why would you
He's just come out now. He's just been on the ticker on the Radcliffe's there now. Yeah. They should have sacked Ten Hag in the summer.
Yeah, I saw the clips of that today. He was going on about interesting one. He was saying if you look at the average wage for the starting 11,
this 1 minute thing's gone. It's gone off a cliff here, by the way.
If you look at the starting wage for who start against Arsenal, the average wage for that team compared to the other big teams in the league, he said it's nowhere near. And I was like, and he listed all the players that are either on loan or out injured. And he's right, but it's still not enough of a rationale for where they are. Because Gary Neville's doing the interview with Radcliffe, and he's like, what do you think of this? Anyway, I think he's done great. Gary Neville goes, what are you on about? He goes, well, considering where they are, and that's like what we're going against. But when he points at the wages, it is an interesting way to look at it. Like, there is a few young lads on there, and yeah, they have got a lot. Rashford, Anthony, Luke Shaw, Mason Mount, all them are out. It's just because they're earning loads. I don't reckon that should translate to an excuse for why they are in the league.
No, don't disagree. All right, last one. Just finished. West Ham 0, Newcastle 1. Graham Potter, bounce. Has there even been a bounce for West Ham?
They're not expected to beat Newcastle.
No, true.
They're not
9 shots each as well.
They're playing better football, and they're looking at that as he'll be great there. He'll settle in. He'll do a full pre-season. He's a smart lad. He's a good coach. I think he'll do good there. They are playing better. I think if you look at Like, again, I'm talking about, they should do better with their team. That West Ham starting 11 got some superstars, but then there's a big drop off as well.
Yeah.
There isn't. It's not a super talented team.
If you're a Newcastle fan, would you have took the 3 points towards the Champions League today, or would you have took winning the Cup on Sunday?
The Cup Sunday, because how long's it been?
Couldn't tell you.
Stupid.
60s, 70s. They didn't win anything.
No. Yeah, so I think they, like them in Tottenham, they've been in the Champions League, but they need to get this monkey off their back. They need to get the trophy sorted. They won't care if it's...
Do you think they're going to win? Newcastle?
No.
Anthony Gordon got sent off, didn't he, in the FA Cup?
Just beautiful, because he is such a rat. And
so bitter.
No, I'm not. I'm not usually. But he came out recently, very recently, like the last 2 weeks, and was like, he was on...
I'd love it if they won.
No, what did he say? He was on that a Sky show where he's I'll come back to me. But they were chatting about, Everton, how you feeling about playing Liverpool? And he's like, my whole family are Liverpool fans. They never supported Everton. They only rooted for me to score. And I think when you continue in the dialogue a little bit like that, when you left in the way you did, and we got good money for him, and he's a fantastic footballer. He was too good for where we were at the time. Would love to have kept him, but when he's still needling a little bit and he does stuff like that, which is such a bitch move. Like,
I feel like we've just fell into a new little segment here called Ant's Rant, where you just kick off about anything that happens and moan about all sorts. Victor Meldrew of football. Hashtag Ant's Rant. That's what that'll be on the.
Do you know what I mean? Though, like he's come out. He said
kind of, but not as bothered as you.
Yeah, because you don't support my club. We used to. Yeah.
Anyway, the buzzer's going off it, so we'll crack on. Yeah, we'll get back to. I'm sure Anthony Gordon will.
Rat.
Yeah. Show his face soon enough anyway. Again. All right. So we haven't got someone in the middle. Do you want to explain what's going on with this? We've got a fan. We're supposed to be getting a fan, but we haven't got a fan. And then tell us what's going on.
No. So we're launching Wiz's weekly wager.
Who's Wiz? Who's this Wiz?
Brian Rakowski.
And where is he?
I'm going to tag him in it. Work commitments. But he did what we're going to do, just for a bit of crack, like a little bit of flutter on the games, want to start incorporate it into the pod. So we're going to responsibly.
It's a teacher talking there, mate.
Yeah, responsibly gamble. And Wiz is a professional. The lad's an expert. He's never actually lost. He's a very, very knowledgeable flutterer. And so we're going to tie that in. He's going to pick one. And his one this week is a great example. So
it's not a bad one, to be fair.
Is the Wiz's weekly wager for week 3
is Morgan Gibbs White. Sorry, I've just gone over you there.
You said is and then set me up.
Go on, you start again.
No, you said it now.
No, do it.
Morgan Gibbs White to score any time in Forest's next game. I never plus 325.
In America, plus 325. In England or in the UK,
I'm not doing that, Matt. What's that?
It's about 7-2 ish. It's 3.5 to 1 plus 32. It's a little bit less than 7-2 in Englishness.
I think that's great. I think if you said to me,
anytime goal scorer away at Ipswich,
yeah,
give it a go.
First, Wiz's weekly wager is Morgan Gibbs White to score any time against Ipswich plus 325. Thanks, Wiz, forgive you for not being here. And then that rolls nicely into our prediction.
First of all, before we get on to the prediction, we've got another winner this week, Dave Prager.
Well, and Dave,
bottle of vodka. We'll get that over to you. He had 5 out of 6.
Did he?
5 out of 6.
What did he get wrong? Not that. Why am I focusing on that?
I don't. We also focus on the fact that Anthony is, again, you know what? In true Evertonian fashion, Anthony is claiming another draw as a win. Got 4.5. Sorry, got 4 out of 6. I got 4 out of 6. But he won the tiebreaker with 29 goals. I think the actual number was 27.
But it didn't draw, did I? 1.
10. Yeah,
I won week 2.
All right, you won week 2, so 1-1 now.
With that, we're going to start doing the predictions weekly, regardless if we can meet up and after weekends or not. We're going to make sure we're consistent with them because we do them anyway. Might as well chuck them up and get a bit of crack going. This
weekend's games are at the weekend. They're not like last week, so as a movie, you got a little bit more time to get the predictions in. We'll put the predictions in the comment section below. If you want to chip in and have a go, chance to win yourself a bottle of vodka.
Copy, paste, and just put the winning team up.
And don't forget to put the amount of goals that you think as well as the tiebreaker, because some people are not doing that. So forfeiting themselves.
Most people aren't.
Yes. All right. Okay. First one. Everton, West Ham.
Everton.
I'm going Everton as well.
Look at you.
City, Brighton.
Right there.
What are you doing?
City. I don't want to.
I'm going City as well.
The odds.
Damn it. Ipswich, Forest.
Ipswich.
You love Ipswich, you.
I do.
And hate Joe.
He's left. I'm here.
No, yeah, fair enough.
No, because it's getting to the point now where there's still a little bit of a glimmer for Ipswich. They're playing the better football out of all of them. They've got a little bit of fight left. They were good. What was it? The 82nd minute with Crystal Palace when they conceded the goals. They're still playing a bit of football, and they've got more to lose. I think that City win with Forest going to give them a bit of a swagger that I don't hope. I think Ipswich take advantage of.
All right, I'm going Ipswich. Draw.
What?
Yeah, draw. 1-1. Morgan Gibbs-White, last minute equaliser. Plus 325.
If you did 2-1 anytime, that'd be well more than that. So you're just putting the anytime goal scorer on?
Anytime goal scorer, 1-1. Morgan Gibbs-White. I'll have a look at that, see what it's looking like. All right, Bournemouth, Brentford.
Bournemouth.
Yeah, I've got him written down.
All right, you fact check me then.
All right, Arsenal, Chelsea.
Chelsea.
You went draw.
Draw.
Yeah, I went Arsenal. Don't be changing. You can't change now. Don't be changing on the way down.
No.
All right, and last one. Man United.
Man United.
I think Man United as well. All right, and your goals. 9 games because the Mighty Reds are playing in the League Cup or Carling, Coca-Cola, Carabao, whatever it is now, cup final.
How many games was it last time?
It was 10. I'm going 24 goals in 9 games.
A lot of crap defences out there.
Just pick a number. 27. I'll write that down. Okay. Nice one. That's us.
That it, yeah.
That's it.
That wasn't bad, that.
That was all right, wasn't it? Sound. Nice one.
No, I was just about to start talking about nice things.
Good luck this week. Up the Reds.
Ta.